list.
Oh, my Lord.
We'll see about that.
Oh, my Lord.
We'll see about that.
Come on, Rousseau, why don't you throw it overhand?
Huh?
Why don't you throw it overhand?
I wanted to slip my head.
Okay.
Dan,
You saw it? There we go.
Top five quarterbacks approaching elite status. Talk to me.
Approaching elite status, because there's a group of quarterbacks that are already in elite status. So this is the guys that I think take that next leap and unquestionably getting to that grouping. Number 5, we're going to go down to Houston and C.J. Stroud. I think one of the things that people don't know about C.J. is wasn't given a ton of control at the line of scrimmage. Now, new offensive coordinator comes in. This guy's one of the smartest quarterbacks we have when it comes to understanding things at the line. His control, in addition with continuing to have a healthy Nico Collins, he gets himself back into that elite status. Number 4, I think this one might surprise some people. Kyler Murray. He's got 2 elite talents to throw the football to. Tight end Trey McBride and Marvin Harrison Jr. second year. Also, that's the top 5 run game that he has in Arizona. Kyler Murray's kind of floated around as like good grouping. I think Kyler Murray takes that big jump into elite category. Number 3, Justin Herbert. I know we've had a little bit of conversation about Justin Herbert on the show today, but I think 2 areas. Number 1, last year he was bad in the red zone, outlier. Number 2, he was bad outside the pocket, outlier. Supremely talented. Now the offensive line is healthy outside of Slater, and also those perimeter players are a little bit older. Ladd McConkey, year 2. Herbert, I think, is primed for a massive season. Number 2, Jordan Love.
Okay.
Jordan Love with the Green Bay Packers.
Okay.
It's time, dude. Jordan Love is my MVP pick, okay? Jordan Love is my MVP pick. It's time. Probably one of the deepest groups in the NFC wide receiver skill position-wise. Matthew Golden, some people are saying, is like a Steve Smith Jr. Ice up. One of the most talented throwers of the football. And I think with Micah Parsons, if I'm Matt LaFleur, I'm throwing the ball 60-plus times. Because every time he throws the ball, something good happens. I want volume in Green Bay. And then number 1, Jayden Daniels. Got Terry McLaurin back. Jayden Daniels covered up a lot of flaws last year for the offense. They were bad on first down. They were bad in play action. He was elite with comebacks and elite with fourth down. Could you imagine if he continues that elite fourth down or comeback status, but also is better in the play action game, is also better on first down? Then we're talking about, is he in that grouping with a player like a Joe Burrow, a Lamar Jackson, a Josh Allen, and a Patrick Mahomes? Top 5, the quarterbacks that ascend with their play into elite status in the NFL this season.
Okay, you're walking back with us.
Honestly, that's not a bad list.
The only one that really made me pause is Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I put CJ over Kyler.
And Justin Herbert.
And Justin Herbert. But the one thing about Justin Herbert is, though, too, the talent is scintillating. It's tantalizing.
You know the 2 names that I struggled to not put on there? Brock Purdy and Bo Nix were 2 names that
may I ask a question to both of y'all? Why wouldn't Baker Mayfield be up there?
Because I think Baker's already in that grouping.
So you have Baker in the same grouping as Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Joe Burrow?
Which means even you missed it.
Grouping, yes. There's tiers to that, but grouping, yeah. I mean, you can't lead the NFL in touchdown passes 2 years in a row and not be in it.
Let me say this to you.
Yes, sir.
I would put Baker Mayfield on the list because Kyler Murray's been in the league damn near as long as Baker Mayfield. I would put Baker Mayfield on the list. I ain't got no problems with top 1 and 2.
Yes, sir.
I would put Baker Mayfield at 4 in all likelihood. I put Stroud at 3. You understand? And then it would be a toss-up between Justin Herbert.
If Baker Mayfield is on this list, he goes 1 or 2.
If Baker Mayfield,
I agree with that.
If Baker Mayfield's on this list,
that's fair.
And the reason you put him at 2 would be that Jayden's younger, right? And we can say, okay, we haven't seen as much.
I would still put Jordan Love above.
Really?
I need more context.
The potential. Got in terms of potential. So I would leave it at the 2. I'd have Baker Mayfield at 3, then Stroud at 4.
Yeah, Kyler has to go if we have Baker.
I need more context. If Baker is kind of elite, like how many guys do you have considered elite now at this moment?
Again, I often say, like, elite is I have to say, do we win the games because of you? Baker's in that grouping. How many guys are in that grouping?
Matthew's in that grouping.
Matthew's in that grouping.
Yeah.
Probably somewhere between 8 and 10. I think there's 8 and 10 like ridiculously good quarterbacks in the league already.
That feels very generous to use the word elite.
Yeah,
I feel like our definition is a little different because when I'm thinking elite, I'm thinking best of the best.
We know the big 4, right?
Big 4.
It's the big 4.
Then that's elite.
Okay, so you're putting Jalen Hurts up in that top 5, top 6 group? Because
then he's on that list. if you have to. But the thing is,
he has to be then.
But here's also the question, right? The list also has to be someone we expect something more from.
This list,
right?
you're saying?
Yeah, this list.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it could be, if I got Baker Mayfield.
That's a good point.
It's Baker Mayfield, yeah. He's not in an elite group with the big four, but am I going to get a next step that puts him there? What's something that changes my mind? And the reason Jayden Daniels and Jordan Love, C.J. Stroud could be there, because there is another step, in my opinion,
for those individuals that we're waiting for.
That's
another level that we're waiting for.
That's a great
now, if that's the case, then Baker Mayfield might come off this list.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
He might come off.
He might be approaching elite status purgatory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To where he can't necessarily.
And if that's the grouping, I would probably say I would have taken him off.
Okay.
Because his season was so ridiculous, and then maybe it would be a Bo Nixon to that grouping.
Okay.
That ended up being a better conversation.
Teamwork I've seen also.
B+.
Their way to win.
Yeah.
Can you, in the modern National Football League, I mean, the last time the New York Jets made the playoffs, it was those Rex Ryan ground and pound teams, but they had the #1 defense in the league and they had a great offensive line. Can a one-dimensional, if they're going to try and be that, can that work in the NFL in 2025?
I don't think it gets you into the playoffs, no, unless the defense plays well above their skis. Like, I would tell you in this game specifically, Greeny, if I were the Jets, I would try to run the football 50 times.
They're going through every game.
I'm not trying to be hyperbolic there. I mean, that's Tanner Engstrand, the new offensive coordinator, comes from Detroit. Detroit ran it about 30 times a game. Justin had 10 carries a game as a starter. Like, I would expect 10 to 15 carries for Justin Fields himself. So it's their best path to success. It's obviously a small margin for error. In this game, I would try to run it 50 times. I don't think that's the way to get into the playoffs, but I do think it makes them weakly competitive.
They're going to play football like it's 1950 all over again. The issue will be if the Jets fall behind 14-0 or 2 scores.
Right.
They fall behind 2 scores, then it gets really interesting.
Let me get one more game in here super quickly. Taylor,
Yes.
who will have more rushing yards on Sunday, Jayden Daniels or the entire New York Giants football team?
You got to go with the New York Giants entire football team. They rushed for 104.3 yards per game last year. The Washington Commanders, I think, were last in the league in rush defense. You got to assume they're going to probably get a little bit better for the Commanders, but not that much better. Also, the boy Scatterboo, shout out ASU.
We'll make this quick here, but Shefty, for those of you just joining us, you have been telling us, and you don't make official picks, but you have been telling me for weeks you like the Giants a lot.
And I know the schedule's tough, and I know they've got quarterback questions. I just think this team with the defense it's built, the back end of the defense has talent. I think they're going to be a tougher out than people are expecting. They've been so bad for so long. So I'm not saying all that much when I say I think they're going to be better. But I think on Sunday, they're going to give the Commanders all they can handle.
Can I get a quick? You don't make official picks?
No.
So can you say something nice about the Commanders? Because you've been talking up the Giants now like they're going to be surprising.
The Commanders last year, I felt the same way about the Commanders last year that I did the Giants this year. And the Commanders have maybe the best young quarterback in all football. Their future's ahead of them.
Crystal ball, Shefty.
Yeah.
You can see it all.
I think this game is the most revealing game for both teams in the NFL this season. Because if Washington can handle that front, that means that offense